I'm never smoking in the daytime,
Champ,
B.
what's up?
Yo, what up?
How you feeling?
Good, good.
First and foremost, appreciate you jumping on. And thank you for coming through the event. I had no clue your brother was gonna fight. That was pretty dope, man. Salute to
Yeah,
your
it
brother.
was, it
Actually
was
got the
good.
win too.
Yeah, he did good. It was a nice event. Appreciate you throwing it and let him, get on there.
For sure. So when did you guys know that he was gonna fight as well? When did that become a thing for him? For King?
Like that he was gonna box in general.
Yeah, that he was gonna like take it serious.
A long time since he was probably like 4. He been putting on the gloves and stuff. So,
Okay.
but it just took a while for him to get his first fight because we just been, kind of focused on me. I'm just going pro and stuff. So, but we're managing the time better now. We get him more fights now.
Yeah, no, he certainly got some skills, man. He definitely got
Yeah.
some skills. I'm assuming he looks up to you at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, he tried to copy everything I do.
So I see you in the drop top.
Yeah,
Nice, man.
in the
Nice.
same. Yeah.
So what's next? What's next in terms of fights? Are you getting on any of these upcoming PBC cards?
um, I don't know. I don't have an official date yet, but I'm just staying ready. They told me soon, probably in the next month or two, I should be back in the ring for sure.
Um, I gotta ask, do you think you're gonna be able to win that first title at 35? You're looking bigger and bigger by the day. Like in your actual fight. I'm not talking about Saturday at the event. I meant like your last fight. You look
Right.
more muscular. I don't know if that was the inclusion of Derek
Mm.
Jackson, right? You or have you always used
Yeah,
him?
nah, that was my first camp with him. I feel like I was too. I felt I was a lot more muscular that fight and more bulkier than my other fights, which I think it was because I was doing a lot of strength and conditioning that whole camp. Which I felt strong, but I'm gonna tone down the strength and condition a little bit, tweak it, figure out what's right for me, and because I felt a little too big, and I felt slower than I usually am.
Okay, okay, that's interesting to hear. So obviously we hear that from people, but not really from a fighter. How muscle can make you a little, not necessarily slower, but just tighter, and you don't
Right?
get the
Yeah.
same reaction or reflexes because of that muscle.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
But your plan is to stay at 35 and get a title there, or do you see?
Yeah.
Because you're so young. I mean, can you hold that weight for that long? You're only
Nah.
18.
Yeah. I feel comfortable at 35 right now.
All right, all right. So,
Champ,
up, go ahead, Tone.
champ. I wanted to ask you, when can we possibly see the you and Abel Mendoza squabble? I seen you violated him on Twitter. You clown his mitt work with some other guy respectfully. Do you not like that guy? And is it possible we could see that fight with you and Abel Mendoza?
it's not that I don't like him. I mean, this is boxing, this is business, and I'm just trying to get fights made. With other prospects that think they are like that. I want to test it, and I'm willing to get that fight, as soon as possible. I'd fight him next.
Mm,
All
that's
right.
what's
Tone, jump in whenever you want. I got Treese in Toledo. He says, what's the hardest thing to cut from your diet during training camp? And do you think boxing could work on networks like the CW, Tubi, or BET?
Uh, Hardest thing for me, I would say like the drinks like Gatorade and stuff like that. Cutting that stuff out, and then I don't know, boxing on BET is crazy.
I mean, I know you young. I know you young, but you don't remember Andre Ward fought on BET versus Paul Smith.
Did he?
Yeah.
Mm.
I love it. Hey, yo.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
I'm unaware about that, but hey, I mean, if it works, it works.
Word, word, word. All
All right,
right.
champ. I'm gonna say two names, and you just give me the first thing that comes to your head when I say these names. The first
All
name
right.
is Robert Merriweather.
Mm, outside boxer, technical,
Okay. Next name Abdullah Mason.
power puncher.
Mm.
Can any of them see Curmel Moton?
Hey, whatever's planned for me, I ain't ducking no smoke. I'm ready for whoever. And if everything works out right, the uh, the numbers look right. I'm ready for whatever. If it
That's
Champ,
what's
makes
up.
sense.
were you shocked to see Mason get dropped?
Mm, I mean, I don't know. I don't know these other fighters. I don't know how their chin is. I don't know how they look in camp. So I don't know. It wasn't really a shocker. I mean, in the moment, probably I was like, oh shit, but I don't know. I know he was fighting a dude that had some solid power, but I don't know. He got the job done after though. He looked sharp. He came back and stopped dude. So I feel like it was a good performance for him regardless.
Speaking of looking sharp and good performances, tell me you seen Anthony Cuba do his thing on Pro Box.
Yeah, he did. He looked good. I've been trying to tell people they gonna see.
Bro, and I know the Michaels. He was a good
Yeah,
boxer. I didn't expect that to happen. Not like that. Like I mean, I
I
gave
did.
Cuba a shot, but I didn't think he would completely do what he did because the Michaels is allegedly a good boxer. I've watched them box before. Like that shit went out the window. Cuba's
I
pressure was
not.
no
I
joke.
expected that.
You did?
I've been trying to tell people put Cuba in there with these other prospects. They gonna see, and then they gonna see what level I'm at.
Hey, man. I was happy because they was trying to act like that wasn't a big enough, like it wasn't as big of a win as as you
Yeah.
deserve credit for. But he did what he had to do, and certainly made people think twice. He's got another fight scheduled already, man. He's looking like they keeping
Yeah,
him active, man. Shout out to Cuba.
that's good.
Do you see that as a rematch down the line, or you on the bigger and better things, and you want some of the other more name prospects, contenders?
Um, at the moment, I'm looking for other bigger names, but maybe down the line if we both move up in the ranks and it makes sense. I don't feel like it makes sense for it to be a rematch right now because I don't feel like the fight was that close to be a rematch. But maybe we both progress over the years. We're both high up in the ranks. Maybe we get it on for a belt or something.
This one is coming from It's Canon. He says, Young champ, congratulations on the early success in your career so far. Your little brother is following behind you. What kind of advice do you give him, do you give to him in the gym?
Tell him to stay focused. Listen to me. My dad. I always give him little pointers about when he's sparring or working the bag. What he needs to do in the ring, certain situations. Just trying to give him the experience that I got.
I got Noggin in the 559. He says, Champ, when are we going to get the Vargas fight, champ? I believe that fight will help boost both your careers. Great fight. I did see
I've
you
been
and
pushing that
Hermano do
fight.
a face off. What's that
Yeah, we
about?
did. I mean, I've been pushing that fight for a minute, but I guess everything, all the numbers just got to make sense. And we need both teams to agree on it. But I've been trying to push for that fight since about what last year, July.
And by push, does that mean that your team sent offers or you and him just talking, trying to see can y'all figure it out
Nah,
before?
yeah, I'm I'm not 100% sure my team sent an offer or not, but I do know that one of the promoters had gave them an offer.
Okay.
Not my exact team, but a promoter gave them an offer.
And
Champ,
go ahead, Tom.
oh, champ. A lot of boxers are answering this question. Canelo just gave his opinion on this. I wanted to ask you, Gervonta Tank Davis, he took a knee. Was that a knockdown, or what's your thoughts on that situation in regards to his fight with Lamont Roach?
Um, Regarding the fight, I think the fight was a great fight. You know, both them guys really came out there and put on a show, and got respect for both of them. As far as the knee situation, I feel like it was a knockdown just because,
Mm.
just based on the rules of boxing, like you take a knee, and he had got hit with a little, even though it wasn't hard, a little touch jab, and it hit him in the eye too. So, and then he took a knee right after. So I don't know. I would have called it a knockdown, but it's whatever. I even with the knockdown, I don't think. Actually, I don't know. I say it was a knockdown though, but it was a great fight, both of them.
Champ, have you heard of the WBC Grand Prix tournament? And
I heard about that. Yeah.
are you considering getting in it because it's like designed for prospects and stuff like that? It's not gonna be. Uh, I think it's like 8 rounders or anything. I could get the details, but is that something your team is considering, or you stay? You just gonna do your own route?
I haven't spoke to my team about it yet, but we'll see in the future when it comes time.
All right. I got Dom B in OKC. What's good, champ? When are we gonna start seeing you push for some of the bigger fighters in your weight class? Big fan. Keep doing you. I don't know what he means, but yeah.
What does he mean by bigger fighters, like the champs right now?
I'm assuming either the champs or the other names. I mean, obviously everybody's gonna push for you and Abdullah. Y'all the two names at
Right.
135 coming up.
I mean, I've dropped a few names, and I'm willing to fight anybody. I've never turned down no opportunity, and so I'm still moving up in the ranks, and when the opportunity comes, I'm gonna take it.
I mean, I ain't trying to put you in a hard position, but don't you feel Abdullah's ahead of you right now, developmental
As far
wise?
as
Like,
the ranks, yeah.
oh, just ranks. You don't think like the amount of fights that he's had gives him a little more experience than you?
No, because I mean, I've been doing this since I was 5 years old,
All
and I've
right.
been sparring pro since I was 14.
Okay.
So I mean, I had over 150 amateur fights. I have so much experience, and I got advice from Floyd Mayweather. That puts me. I feel like that puts me ahead of any prospect with experience.
Great answer. We got major media. What's more important to you and your career? Staying undefeated, unifying, being undisputed, or the money?
Mm, for me, I want to have a legacy in the sport. I want to, you know, solidify my legacy. I want to shoot to become undisputed, and the money's gonna come when you do that. The money's gonna be there. So that's not the main focus right now. I'm just trying to win fights, and chase greatness.
Octo says, "Yo, champ, what's your favorite music artist? And give us one good movie we should watch."
Favorite artist right now, I say my favorite artist is Philly rappers named Prince Nas, and then a movie. Let me see. Let me see. I don't know. I like The Wolf of Wall Street.
Okay, good movie. I got Robert
Yeah.
Robertson. What up, champ? Scooter from Boston. How many fights until you think you're ready for the world class opposition? Your style is very suiting for the pros. Thanks.
Mm, as far as I say it won't be long. I feel like as far as skill wise, I'm ready, but it's just really about me getting up to that rank and having the experience and just being able to get the opportunity. So I say within by the time I'm 12 and 0, 13 and 0.
All right. We got Pristine Sports. Excuse me. We got New York Bullet. What up, champ? Thoughts and how you felt on watching your brother's amateur debut. Blessings to you and King Moton.
Felt great. I was real proud of him. He did his thing, and I seen some stuff that was working on. He been working on. He did in the fight, so I was happy for him. Yeah, I feel like he looks sharp, and I'm excited to see him fight again.
So no nerves?
I was nervous a little bit for him, but I knew he was gonna handle business.
For sure, for sure. We got Pristine Sports Network from Virginia Beach. Salute, champ. I heard your song. How long have you been rapping? Are you a fan of battle rap? If so, who are some of your favorites?
Um, I only been that was like that song was like the first time I ever rapped. That was just like I did that on some for fun stuff, and then I don't really watch like battle rap that much. I think the only one I know is like Papoose, and that's kind of because of Clarissa.
Yo, I'm only laughing because Tone seems to believe that Clarissa is getting popular because of Papoose, but you learned about Papoose because of Clarissa, so I love
Yeah.
it. I got Mad Bet 100 in the Caribbean. He says, "Do you use visualization for your preparation? If so, what's the process?"
Mm, visualization. I say like when I'm shadow boxing. That's about like I visualize stuff when I'm shadow boxing. You know, in the locker room. You know, visualizing how the fight gonna go, just prepping. But really, that's about it. I don't really focus too much on it.
Bones 13 from Fort Worth, Texas. Do belts matter to you? And if so, are you willing to unify and undispute later on in your career? Salute, champ. Now, champ, anything you've already answered, because I feel like this was one you don't got to answer. I just want to make sure they hear their question read. But if you want to add to anything, that's also cool.
Right? Yeah. I've been saying that. You know, those do matter, and you know, I plan to shoot to go undisputed one day. So yeah.
You think you get that question a lot because of your connection to Floyd?
Yeah, and I think it's because of the connection to Floyd and the route that Tank went.
Nice. You are super intelligent, man. Manny from San Jose, I can see you headlining a main event already. Would you consider being the main event on a Pro Box card?
Mm, maybe you know, if my team allows it and they talk and you know, you never know. I mean, I'm just a fighter. I like to fight, and you know, it's just whatever my team tells me, and you know, I know they're gonna put me in the right direction. So yeah.
Actually, I gotta ask you something. I seen your dad post that he's got 3 years no alcohol, 2 years no weed, and he said, "I do this to show my sons." So I wanted to
Yeah.
ask you, how do you personally feel? Because you are in Las Vegas where weed is legal. You know, you watch music where everybody smokes. Did it really matter
Mhm.
for your dad to be a person that is not a smoker and not a drinker? And yeah, how does it ultimately feel? Because he was doing it for you, and I think I seen that this morning or
Uh,
yesterday morning.
yeah, it feels good. It lets me know that he cares and that he can dedicate himself to you know helping me, and that I should be the same way dedicated. And you know, my problems not necessarily that because I don't do that stuff, but other stuff, you know, and make sure that I'm dedicated and just you know motivates me as well, and lets me know that we're a strong team. And yeah.
All right, so this one again, you answered. Legacy Mindset said, "What division you looking to campaign at, and where you comfortable at?" I mean, I guess it's different. You didn't really ask where you want to win a
Um,
title at, so I don't know if you want to add anything.
as of right now, you know, I'm only 18 still. I'm still growing, but as of right now, I feel comfortable and I feel like campaigning at 135 right now.
Jonathan Sims says, "Looking back to the beginning of your boxing career, what's the one piece of advice you'd give someone to set him up for success? Whether it's about training, mindset, or something else that you wish someone had emphasized to you or your dad when you were just starting out."
Mm, just take your time and you know always believe in yourself and just listen to your coaches. Just make sure you take your time. You know, get everything right first. Don't rush nothing.
When you elaborate a little more, when you mean take your time taking fights in the amateur system, take your time doing what
No, I wouldn't say
exactly?
that. not take your time with the fights. Just more like in training. Just make sure you perfect everything. Don't try to rush. Don't you know? A lot of people like this for me personally. When I went pro, that's what I had to learn because when I was an amateur, I would always be around the amateurs. Would always just be cracking the bag, working, just trying to whatever, just work so hard, all that stuff. But when I turned pro, I started watching like all the pros around. They would always, even like Crawford, Tank, whoever, Floyd. They don't really be trying to work on power too much when they training. They just work on a lot of technique, and that was one thing I had to learn. Just take my time a lot more and just try to perfect everything. Since I started doing that, I've learned, not learned, I've seen a big change in my skill set.
Nice, nice, nice. Next one, we got Rod in LA. How is Rocky Hernandez power? I seen y'all sparred. Is he a future opponent?
Um, his, I mean, his power is. I mean, I didn't really get cracked by nothing, so I can't really tell you how his power is. From his fights, it looks like his power is pretty good. He be stopping stuff, but sparred a lot, like a lot of times in a lot of rounds. Me and Rocky probably did over 150 rounds together. But
Damn,
I
that's
don't know. You never know who's a future opponent in this game, but I'm just taking one opponent at a time, and we'll see what's up.
Donald Baton Rouge. Would you fight or train with Keyshawn Davis?
Mm, I've already like sparred him and stuff, so trained a little bit, but like I said, I'll fight anybody. There's nobody that I wouldn't fight in boxing right now. And like I said, we're doing one opponent at a time. So whatever the future holds is what the future holds.
When you sparred him, did it seem like he had the power that he's now demonstrating later in his career now? Because he's starting to look like a puncher.
Right, yeah. I mean, like I said, I don't be getting like cracked by these guys, so I can't really tell you how they power be,
Nice. That's good
uh,
defense.
but I say that we did get some good work and we sparred twice. Within like it was like in the same week or same 2 weeks, but it was good work for sure, and we run the dog out of each other.
I got George Foster in the UK says, would you be interested in signing with Dana White's new TKO Pro Boxing League?
I'm signed to Floyd Mayweather, so I don't know. I don't even. I think he has some stuff going on with the turkey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
It just
fire.
they just
But,
announced it.
okay, that's fire. But I mean, I'm signed to Floyd. Whatever Floyd got planned for me, that's what I'm doing.
That's right, champ. Champ, have you sparred a Niue?
No, I haven't.
Hmm. Is that something you would like to do? Have you thought about that?
I haven't thought about it that much, but yeah, I like to get some work with him. All work is good work at the end of the day.
For sure. Rob Murray says, before you got notoriety, did people underestimate you in the gym? I mean, I don't think so because you
Mm,
came up in the Floyd gym, right? So they know you
yeah,
so
I was
long.
always pretty well known in boxing, like as far as amateur boxing and all that. But the guys that didn't know me, I say sometimes I underestimate because I'm small than them at least. And when I was growing up, I used to be real small, so I say sometimes I got underestimated, but
I
it
got
didn't really turn out the way they thought.
My bad. I thought you was done. I got Ken that says, "How's your relationship with Floyd?" I seen he just took you to Miami, right? That was Miami y'all was at?
Yeah, yeah. For his birthday,
Oh, okay. That was his
yeah, it was
birthday.
in Miami. Yeah, it was fire. Yeah, my relationship with Floyd is real great. I could talk to him anytime I need to or want to, just to ask him stuff. And he's always giving me game, and I appreciate Floyd a lot. He's put me in a great position to change my life.
Mr. Darius Flowers from St. Paul, Minnesota. Champ, how can I get your player card? will it be options for it to be signed? That's right. You did come out with your own card, right?
Yeah, I've came out with like three now. I got a new one dropping in a few days. But all of them gonna be signed. The ones that I'm selling, they're gonna be signed, and they gonna be coming with a Moton hoodie and T-shirt that's signed. So
Bet.
yeah,
We got Canelo Duck Me says, salute, champ. What weight division do you see yourself winning your first world championship? I think you said 35, right?
yeah,
All right, that looks like the last one. If I refresh, I know there's going to be more, so I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Appreciate you for your time. If you can give out your social media for anybody that isn't following you can do so. Go ahead.
for sure. Yeah, follow me on all social media platforms at Curmel Moton 1. Yeah, that's about it.
Last one here from Mr. Perfect says, who's your favorite female fighter today?
Today, definitely the GOAT, Clarissa, and then Alicia Baumgartner. Them two, my favorites.
All right, champ. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for the time.
So appreciate you.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Curmel Moton, the man with the plan.